In life, sometimes even the strongest engines need a little push. This car, once full of life, roaring down the streets, carrying dreams and stories, had been sitting here for months, silent, broken, forgotten by time. The dust had settled on her body like the years of neglect. Her paint had faded, her tires were flat, her engine, silent like a heart that had stopped beating. People walked by without even a glance. To them, it was just another old, useless car. But not to us. Not to these girls. They didn't just see metal and rust. They saw a memory. A challenge. A story waiting to be told again. With laughter, determination, and a little stubbornness. They gathered around, pushing her forward. Step by step. Towards our workshop. The road was not smooth. The wheels resisted, the weight fought back. But the smiles on their faces were stronger than any obstacle. Finally, we rolled her inside. Our little workshop. Not a fancy place, but a place where broken things come to find life again. And when we opened the doors and looked inside, the truth hit us harder than expected. Dust everywhere, seats torn apart, the steering wheel rough from years of wear. The smell of old oil and rust filled the air. The engine looked tired, like an old man who had seen too many winters, waiting for one last chance to prove himself. But we had something stronger than the rust, stronger than the broken engine. We had passion. We began with the basics, cleaning every corner, wiping away the years of dirt. Our hands turned black with grease, but our hearts grew lighter with every piece we cleaned. Every bolt we opened was like opening a chapter of her history. Every screw we turned was a step closer to her heartbeat. We worked day after day, sometimes into the night. The sound of our tools filled the room like music, the clink of a wrench, the whir of a drill, the soft thud of a hammer. There were moments when we thought, maybe it's too far gone. But then, we would remember why we started. We weren't just fixing a car. We were giving a second chance to something the world had already given up on. Piece by piece, she started to change. We replaced the worn-out parts, adjusted the gears, gave the tires new life. The engine began to sound different. It wasn't alive yet, but it was trying. And so were we. Then came the part we all waited for, the paint. A fresh coat, smooth and shining, covered the years of scars. It was like putting a beautiful dress on an old friend for a grand occasion. The sun caught the fresh paint and made her sparkle. For the first time in years, she looked proud again. We polished the mirrors, cleaned the glass until it was crystal clear. We stitched the seats with care, making sure comfort returned to her heart. Every detail mattered, from the shine of the headlights to the feel of the steering wheel in your hands.